You go and hit record. That's good.
I did.
It's recording.
So we are recording. So I'm here in my barn in Connecticut, and I'm so happy to see you guys. And I brought Taylor Swift out to say hello too. She doesn't talk so much when she's not on stage, but and I made a little poster for Greens Point. Do you see it backwards or do you see it accurately?
It's accurate.
Okay. And you know what else I brought out for you guys is I did a painting of Central Market, HEB.
Oh.
Very impressed.
So that's supposed to go to the Houston airport. So you may see it. And I was meeting with your teacher yesterday. I'm sorry, my hair is. I was meeting with your teacher yesterday, and we were talking about how amazing you guys are and how many creators there are in the room. How many are there? 20, 30, 40?
Looks like about 60.
60.
Yeah.
60. And what grade are you in? Fantastic. So I'm just really amazed. Our little organization called EveryArtist.me, we've had kids like you from 46 different states participate. So you guys are part of some big group that's making art all around the country.
Can you hear the kids?
I can hear a chorus of voices, but it's hard to hear what people are saying. So the girl who just raised her arms in the front row, she can answer for everyone. Hello. So I was gonna talk to you and show you a couple of things about what inspires me and what fuels my creativity, because I'm gonna ask you guys to do a drawing for me and for every artist this morning. Is that okay? Okay. Well, so I've been painting a lot of tennis shoes lately, or sneakers, because I like going into stores and I like seeing the patterns of sneakers. So the other thing I like to paint is food. I love to paint food. So, you know, I was thinking about doing a drawing of bananas. Can you see the bananas? So, bananas. So, what do you guys think about doing a drawing of something that inspires you or something that fuels your creativity? Because next week you're going to participate in this event and we're going to have you draw your invention, what's that?
They're excited about it. They're all jumping up and down.
So we are thrilled that you guys are participating, and so in the meantime, this week we thought maybe you could draw something that fuels your creativity to get you ready for next week. So if I ask the young woman in golden t-shirt in front, what's your name?
That's you.
What's your name?
Janet.
Janet.
Janet. Okay, Janet. Why don't you tell me, give me something, and there's no wrong answer, there's no right answer. What's something that gets you inspired or fuels your creativity? You might have to translate for me because I don't hear as well.
Yes.
Did she give an answer?
No, she hasn't.
Okay. Well, I have to say your yellow shirt is so bright, and I love the color yellow, and that's colors themselves sometimes inspire me.
The young gentleman in the green shirt has an answer. Stand up, honey.
Okay. What's your name, sir?
Scoot over this
You
way.
can step in front so I can see you. Drop down.
There you go, right there.
Okay. What is your name?
What's your name? Pedro.
Pedro.
It's Pedro.
Pedro. Tell me, Pedro. What is something that inspires you?
Soccer.
Soccer. We love soccer. And what inspires you about soccer?
All of this is on that sheet that I sent you. So we just have to fill it in.
Making goals.
Making goals.
Yeah.
And so do you like the tell me what are some of the colors that you see on a soccer field?
Oh, this is the sheet.
So what do you think of this? I'm actually a magician. You mentioned soccer, I produced a soccer ball. So my son is a very passionate soccer player. He's in 5th grade now. But you know what we do when we come to the barn, we shoot baskets with a soccer ball. So what I love about what you're saying about soccer is that a lot of times when you're moving your body, you're running, you're jumping, you're dancing, whatever, that can get your mind working in a way that it wouldn't if you were just sitting still. So what I would invite you to do, if it's okay with your teachers, is to have you all stand up for 1 second, 1 minute. You're going to just gently stand up.
Leave your writing tools on the floor. You might have to adjust it.
Yes, that's a great idea. Leave everything on the floor. Keep your hands free. Now, I want everybody to lift their hands up all the way to the ceiling. And I want you to look up at the ceiling. I want you to look up at the ceiling, and I want you to close your eyes for just a second. With your eyes closed, look at the ceiling.
No jumping, just reaching.
And I want you to take a deep breath, and I want you to think of something that inspires you. I see some of you looking at me. I need you to look at the ceiling.
No jumping.
No me mires. Picture a color or picture a shape or picture something that leads to another shape, something that inspires you. Okay, come back to me. Sit down for a second. So I kind of do exactly what I just told you to do every single day, 10 times a day. Do you see what that is? It's a little trampoline. So in the middle of the day when I get tired, I just put on some music and I jump on the trampoline until I get a new idea. So I'm going to tell Miss Coffee to get you a trampoline. No. What I suggest now is that you can even, sometimes it helps to do what you just did, where you just stretch and you look at the ceiling and you close your eyes and you take a deep breath and know that you can't make any mistakes. And part of the cool thing about being in art class is you can make an effort at something and it can feel wrong, but it still gets you free to make a new decision and make new choices to make something better. So I'd love you to get your pencil and your paper, and I can either set up bananas for you or a picture of shoes, or I can do whatever, but I'd love you to start making a drawing of something that inspires you. And then Miss Coffee can have some of you come up to show me your drawing and talk to me about it. How about that?
Yeah. Sounds great.
Good idea?
Great idea.
Yes, great idea.
Okay. Buena idea.
Okay, so everybody drawing?
So because I'm going to hold the camera, I'm not going to draw right now. I might just shoot baskets.
Okay. Maybe someone will be inspired by you shooting baskets.
Right, but then I might hit Taylor, so she might not be happy.
Okay, let's have some. What inspired you? Hey, guys. Hey, what do you think? What inspired you?
Is Miss Coffee drawing too? Come on, Miss Coffee. We need you to jump in.
Miss Glass is going to join in too. And Miss Martin and Dr. Kelly.
Dr. Kelly, grab a pen.
Dr. Kelly's tweeting.
Right, you're going to Glass. We're tweeting. Exactly.
I forgot Dr. Kelly was there. I would have been more appropriate.
You're fine, you're fine.
Okay, now are you going to be able to talk about it? Yes.
Now, is there anybody that is having trouble? If you're having trouble, maybe Miss Coffee can bring somebody up so I can talk to them face to face.
Who's having trouble? Raise your hand.
Yeah, one
You're
right
having
here.
trouble. Oh, all right, come on, honey. Come on up. Come on down.
Press the break.
All right, honey.
Everybody else, stay busy. Keep drawing. I want to see your drawing. Okay, I can see you perfectly. Can you see me? Okay, so tell me what you got going. That's beautiful. What is it?
Oh, you're just better.
Okay, I'm having I can't hear much.
Okay. Where's the speaker?
It's right there.
It's in the ceiling.
Oh, okay. So what is she? I can.
She's gonna translate.
Oh, okay.
She's looking for the English word.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. So
What are you guys drawing? Let me see.
what is that? Can you describe your drawing to me?
She's trying to make like shoot the ball into the hoop.
Nice, nice. That's a tricky thing to draw. And do you play basketball?
A little bit.
Okay. So when you look at this blackboard, what's your name?
Destiny.
Bethany?
Destiny. Destiny.
Destiny. Okay, perfect, Destiny. So take a look at my painted backboard. Can you see it?
Yes.
Do you see it?
Yes.
Okay. So you see kind of a look at that look at that backboard and then think about drawing it for a second. Think about the part that you actually see versus what you think you see. Like, we know it's a circle, but you don't actually see the circle, do you? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
And so when I look at that, I kind of see a half circle. It's almost like a sideways moon.
She thinks the sideways moon.
And then when you see the net, I don't even know if you can see the net in the light. Can you see that?
Yes.
And so you only see parts of it, right? You don't see the whole thing. So the backboard is so much bigger than the rim, but you only see part of the rim, and then you only see part of the net. And so a lot of times our eyes play tricks on us because we know in our heads the way things are, but the way things look is very different. So the cool thing about that is whenever I'm drawing something, I have to keep reminding myself to really look at it and not just do what I think it is. ¿Entiendes?
Yes.
Yeah. Will you have
Perfect. Well, thank you for showing me that drawing. I can't wait to see what invention you come up with next week. I'm going to have Miss Coffee have you email me the invention you come up with next week, okay?
She said yes, okay.
Perfect. Does anybody else?
Wait, bye. Come on.
Bye-bye.
Okay, we have another student testing.
Come on.
Fantastic.
For break.
Come on down.
There you go.
The sketch is right. All right, have it. You'll have
What's your name?
Carla.
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 Like the necklace. Carla.
Oh, gross.
Okay, so tell me what this drawing is.
It's her shooting the ball and it's her painting.
It's her shooting what? A ball and her painting.
Yes.
Love it. Love it. And so I now see the framework of the painting. Is that a sun in the middle of the painting?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And so when you get up in the morning, do your parents wake you up?
No.
Do you just get yourself up?
Yes.
And so tell me, do you see the light come into the room when you're get up, or is it dark when you get up in the morning?
It's a little bit light.
It's a little bit light.
It's a little bit light. So one of the things that I find so interesting is the way light enters a room or the way light is in anything. So if you see my barn, I actually covered the windows because I only like to have a little bit of light that I can control. Like I have light come in from this door, but I don't have light in all parts of the studio because I like to see the way light changes things. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I want you to think about, is there a ball or is there a piece of fruit or is there something in in the room? What might be fun is when you go back down to sit down, I want you to look at the lights coming from the back of the classroom. I want you to look at the way the brightest part of, say, a ball or a piece of fruit or something that might be in the room, that you can see the lightest side of it and the darkest side of it. Okay?
Okay.
Okay? Well, thank you, Carla. Keep drawing. Bye-bye.
Did you want to do one more?
Or do you think?
I can do as many as you want.
We also have some questions for you.
Please, both.
Okay,
I'll
what?
do,
Oh, I have the questions over
Oh, you
here.
have the question.
Pre-approved questions. Okay, so one of our questions from our artist is, what do you like about your artwork?
what do I like about what?
Your artwork.
That's your personal work.
My artwork?
Yes.
Your personal
What,
work. What do you like about it?
What-
Why is it?
what do I like about it?
Yeah.
Well, you know, when I was a kid, I used to go into a grocery store and I was kind of amazed at how many colors you would see in a grocery store. There were more colors than when I was a kid, the big thing that we had was a Crayola pack of 48 crayons. I don't know if they still sell it like that, but 48 seemed like a magical number of colors. And I remember walking in a grocery store and thinking there weren't enough colors in my box to recreate what's in a grocery store. So if you look at my shoes or my grocery stores or my, you know, sometimes I paint Crisco or Jif, or what I like to see is patterns that they're not the same, but the pattern makes them similar. So I like variations within patterns. That's one of the things I like to paint a lot of. Does that answer the question?
Yeah, it does. It's great. It's like, I think it's very important for the artists to know that you paint what you know. You paint what's around you. That's the best subject matter.
Yes. So like here you are in, is yellow the color of your school?
It's their uniform colors, green and yellow.
Oh, okay. You have uniforms on that. So I like that color yellow. That's very bright and it pops against the blue carpet, the purple carpet, the green part of the carpet. And then, so there's enough in your classroom right now, at least the angle I have on your classroom, that there are enough colors and shapes that are just very, very inspiring. You see the greenish, at least it looks greenish, yellowish color behind Miss Coffee. Is that Miss Coffee in the distance? Yes. So the color that's framing you is a yellow greenish for me.
Yes, it's true.
And then to the left of that is this blue gray. And if I were to make a painting of the screen that I'm seeing now, I have this sea of third grade kids sprawled out like on an imaginary lawn. Sorry, somebody kept calling me. And then,
We're all in the story.
that,
So do you have another question?
Yes, another question.
yes, another question.
Did you go to school to become an artist?
I didn't hear that.
Did you go to school to become an artist?
That's a good question. I did not go to school to become an artist. In fact, when I was in 3rd grade, I didn't draw at all. And we didn't have art class. And we didn't have this. We didn't have an inspiring lady like Miss Coffee giving you different opportunities. I didn't have that when I was in 3rd grade.
They said, "Oh, that's sad."
That's bad. So I didn't start drawing until I was 22.
That answered somebody's question. Somebody's question was, how old were you when you started drawing? So
22.
22. We have another question. What tools?
I'm ready.
What tools do you use to create your artwork?
What
Tools you mean?
Paintbrushes,
Okay.
knives, acrylic, oil, what?
So I use acrylic and I use oil and I use paintbrushes. And if you can see my hands, sometimes I use my fingers.
Oh.
I like to finger paint, you know. In the beginning, when sometimes it's hard to make the brush do what you want it to do. So I would get lazy and I would start using my thumb or my finger. But I try to use the brush.
We have one more question.
Yes?
What was your first piece of artwork that you made?
The first piece of artwork that I made was what the first piece of artwork that I made.
That was.
Okay. The first piece of artwork that I made was I don't know.
What was the first piece?
I have a little urgency here. Can I put you on hold for a second?
Yes. Yes.
While he put us on hold, we want to do a surprise photo for him. So can all of you from the carpet and back come together and we're gonna hold up our artwork.
Okay.
So you just put artwork. So now hang up. We're just coming closer together.
Scooting.
We're gonna take a picture.
Okay. Sit down.
Miss Coffee, Miss Coffee,
Yes.
I'm sorry. My kid's school just called, and I actually have to go get him.
No worries.
Thank you.
Listen, I want to see all of your drawings, and I hope Miss Coffee will email them to me next week.
Yes.
Everybody say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.